Blood over intent, guys. It's only been like a month since I did it, and I feel like it's been 3, 4 years. Uh, the knowledge I've uncovered um, once I spilled my blood over intent. A lot of people making videos about flat Earth, uh, center of the Earth, stuff like that. I want to make a video real fast, just extending on words and how they do words backwards and mirroring words, double meanings, abbreviations, stuff like that. Um, Real quick, I want to tell you a story. Uh, in the late 1800s, the early 1900s, there were some really rich Jews called Turks, and they came from Europe over to New York. Anyways, while they were in Europe, they had these special trees that were called holly trees. And what the holly trees did was they stayed in bloom all year long. So in the wintertime, they would still bloom and be alive, and they wouldn't die like every single other tree around them. And this trees, of course, ties into trees. The huge trees from the beginning. Um, like the Devil's Tower, so on and so forth. Anyways, I digress. So, this tree stayed in bloom. It was called the holly tree, and they figured it to be special wood. So they cut down these trees, and they used the wood for their wands, their spell casting wands, like in Harry Potter. Okay, so they were called the holly trees. Okay, so let's see here. Do their spell casting. Okay, and so this was around the time in New York when they had they were right at the end of the silent film era, and they were turning into motion pictures. Anyways, they had these things called Nickelodeons outside. The Turks did outside of their stores called Nickelodeons, which were like silent movies, kind of more like you flip a book of cartoons and it shows a whole thing, kind of like that. And it was called Nickelodeon was because it was a nickel, first off, nickel 5 cents, and then Odeon was their god they prayed to, Odeon. That was the god they worshipped. Okay. Anyways, so there was three other families at the time, and there was Kodak, Edison's, and one other big one. And they were the three families that you had to get in business with to make motion pictures. So that's where Kodak comes into play, Kodak. So they didn't have the room in New York, so they found the orchards out in California, and they took all their money and they moved out west. So when they went out there, they said that they were gonna create the biggest magic spell ever in history and pull over the wool over the eyes of everybody in America. Hence the word Hollywood. Hollywood. And, holly from the tree and the Hollywood, obviously, it's so self-explanatory. You really can't mess it up. Something else I want to talk about real fast is, do you notice how once Apple's corporation came into play, the stuff with I came out of nowhere. Like, let's see, we have IMAX theaters, we have iTunes, iRobot, iPhone, iPod, iPad, iHome, iMac, iLife, iWork, iSight, iWatch, IBM, iBook, iHeartRadio, iCloud. And if you don't believe me, I also have all the dates right there, that will show you, just so you don't think I'm, bullshitting now, there's a number system. See, it's all about mocking God, mocking the Creator God. So Satan tries to do everything that God does backwards, holidays. Really, I'll make a video. I'll make a video about holidays too. You ever notice how the Apple logo, always has a bite put out of it, which hence in turns to Adam and Eve, taking the bite out of it. Um, Apple's corporation is they knocked down 150 acres for the new building of apricots, 280 total. They put 6 in remembrance. Okay, apricot family is apples. Boom. Okay, see the recycling. Okay, I'll make recycling right there. Apples, plums, peaches, pomegranates. Used for apocritics. It's aphrodisiac. It induces childbirth. It treats cancer. It treats tumors. It reduces swelling, inflammation. Like if you just rub it on you, it will reduce swelling. Kind of like motion does for yourself. And let's see, words real fast. Television, tell your vision. Horizon, whore, rising. MTV, MTV, means vain. Government, to guide the mind. Okay, govern comes from the Greek word kuberna, meaning guide. Ment comes from the Latin word mente, which means mind, and in turns means to guide the mind. Government, spelling, obviously spellcasting. Google, easy 666 upside down. Walmart, martial law, which is very easy. If you switch the mart in front, mart between becomes martial. You switch the law, which is backwards, because it goes backwards. Okay, turns it into law, which turns it into martial law. Their slogan is "Live better." Okay, you move the better around. Okay, put better in front. Evil back or live backwards is evil. Okay, so better evil. Okay, everything one eye. Okay, Beats by Dre. You got the 6s on both ears and one on the chest. I was one of them people that always wondered about the upside down cross when you go into church. Thought it was really, 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 really odd that people would kneel down and put an upside down cross on your chest. It really, really, really bothered me. This is me signing off for this first video. Like I said, I only did the blood over intent a couple weeks ago, but tell you what, man, it feels like I done it 20 years ago. Everything that I always thought about and knew, it's true, and doing this blood over intent just fully flew me right through it, and now I just cannot help but do research and study, and once I get enough money up, I will have better videos and, more technology, and, they'll look cooler and stuff, because I'm not that technically advanced, and I'm working 7 days right now. I'm a single father, and I'm putting everything I got, everything extra money into this. I'm doing this for you guys, okay? My family thinks I'm nuts. Any friends that I did have think I'm nuts. So I kind of realized that this Thanksgiving, I'm doing this for you guys, for us, okay? Signing off, Flat Earth, Blood Over Intent. See ya.